Chapter I. Faith Iman. 1. Islam is based on 5 things. The testimony that there is no God but Allah and that Muhammad, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, is his servant and messenger. The observance of the prayer, the payment of zakat, the pilgrimage, and the fast during Ramadan. Bukhari, Muslim. Sayings of Muhammad, by Prof. Ghazi Ahmad. 2. The Muslim is he from whose tongue and hand the Muslims are safe. And the emigrant is he who abandons what God has prohibited. Bukhari. Sayings of Muhammad, by Prof. Ghazi Ahmad. 3. None of you believes till I am dearer to him than his father, his child and all mankind. Bukhari, Muslim. Sayings of Muhammad, by Prof. Ghazi Ahmad. 4. He who is not trustworthy has no faith, and he who does not keep his covenant has no religion. Bahaki. Sayings of Muhammad, by Prof. Ghazi Ahmad. 5. What is faith? When your good deed pleases you and your evil deed grieves you, you are a believer. What is sin? When a thing disturbs the peace of your heart, give it up. Ahmad. Sayings of Muhammad, by Prof. Ghazi Ahmad. Major sins and signs of hypocrisy. 6. The major sins are associating other objects of worship with God, disobedience to parents, murder, and deliberate perjury. Bukhari, Muslim. Sayings of Muhammad, by Prof. Ghazi Ahmad. 7. There are 3 signs of a hypocrite. When he speaks lies. When he makes a promise he breaks it. And when he is trusted he betrays his trust. Bukhari. Sayings of Muhammad, by Prof. Ghazi Ahmad. 8. Avoid the 7 noxious things. 1. Associating anything with God. 2. Magic. 3. Killing one whom God has declared inviolate without a just cause. 4. Devouring usury. 5. Consuming the property of an orphan. Running back from the battlefield. And 7. Slandering chaste women who are believers but indiscreet. Bukhari, Muslim. Sayings of Muhammad, by Prof. Ghazi Ahmad. 9. 4 characteristics constitute anyone who possesses them a sheer hypocrite. And anyone who possesses one of them possesses a characteristic of hypocrisy till he abandons it. When he is trusted he betrays his trust. When he talks he lies. When he makes a covenant he acts treacherously, and when he quarrels he abuses. Bukhari, Muslim. Sayings of Muhammad, by Prof. Ghazi Ahmad. Knowledge. 10. When a man dies no further reward is recorded for his actions, with 3 exceptions: sadaqah which continues to be supplied, or knowledge from which benefit continues to be reaped, or the prayers of a good son to his dead father. Muslim. Sayings of Muhammad, by Prof. Ghazi Ahmad. 11. If anyone removes one of the anxieties of this world from a believer, God will remove one of the anxieties from him on the day of resurrection. If one smooths the way for one who is destitute, God will smooth the way for him in this world and the next. And if anyone conceals the faults of a Muslim, God will conceal his faults in this world and the next. God helps a man as long as he helps his brother. If anyone pursues a path in search of knowledge, God will thereby make easy for him a path to paradise. Muslim. Sayings of Muhammad, by Prof. Ghazi Ahmad. 12. He who goes out in search of knowledge is in God's path till he returns. Tirmidhi, Darimi. Sayings of Muhammad, by Prof. Ghazi Ahmad. 13. The search of knowledge is an obligation laid on every Muslim. Ibn Majah. Bahaki. Sayings of Muhammad, by Prof. Ghazi Ahmad. 14. The one who would have the worst position in God's sight on the day of resurrection would be a learned man who did not profit from his learning. Darimi. Sayings of Muhammad, by Prof. Ghazi Ahmad. Supplications Dua. 15. A man is granted supplication provided he does not ask for anything sinful or for breaking ties of Relationship. Muslim. Sayings of Muhammad. By Prof. Ghazi Ahmad. 16. You have two characters which God likes. Gentleness and deliberation. Muslim. Sayings of Muhammad. By Prof. Ghazi Ahmad. 17. Nothing but supplication averts the decree. And nothing but righteousness increases life. Tirmidhi. Sayings of Muhammad. By Prof. Ghazi Ahmad. Remembrance of Allah. 18. People will not sit remembering God without the angels surrounding them. Mercy covering them. Peace descending on them. Muslim. Sayings of Muhammad. By Prof. Ghazi Ahmad. 19. He who remembers his Lord and he who does not are like the living and dead. Bukhari. Muslim. Sayings of Muhammad. By Prof. Ghazi Ahmad. 20. Hadra Jabir Allah be pleased with him narrates that Muhammad peace be upon him said, the distinguishing factor between kufr and iman is the deliberate neglect of salat. Muslim. Hayat ul Muslimin. By Muhammad Ashraf Ali Thanvi. 21. He who does a good deed will have 10 times the amount of blessings. And I, God, shall give more. But he who does an evil deed will have an equivalent reward of evil. Or I shall grant forgiveness. If anyone draws the length of a span near me, I shall draw the length of a cubit near him. And if anyone draws the length of a cubit near me, I shall draw the length of a fathom near him. If anyone comes to me walking, I shall come to him at a run. And if anyone meets me with sins of the size of the earth, but has not associated anything with me, I shall meet him a similar amount of forgiveness. Muslim. Sayings of Muhammad. By Prof. Ghazi Ahmad. 22. Hadra Jabir Allah be pleased with him narrates that Muhammad peace be upon him said, Salat is the key to Jannat. Darami. Hayat ul Muslimin. By Muhammad Ashraf Ali Thanvi. 23. Hadrat Abdullah ibn Kurt Allah be pleased with him narrates that Muhammad peace be upon him said, the first act about which one will be questioned on the day of Qiyamah will be Salat. If Salat is found to be proper, other acts will pass as proper. But, if Salat is found there to be despoiled, then all other acts too will fail. Tibrani. Osset. Hayat ul Muslimin. By Muhammad Ashraf Ali Thanvi. 24. Hadra Hansala Allah be pleased with him narrates that he heard Muhammad say, whoever guards the 5 salat while believing that the salat is the right of Allah, will enter Jannat. Ahmad. Hayat ul Muslimin. By Muhammad Ashraf Ali Thanvi. 25. Hadra Barida Allah be pleased with him narrates that Muhammad peace be upon him said, the subject of pledge which exists between the people and us the Anbiya is Salat. Thus, whoever neglects Salat has become a kafir, i.e. in terms of practical life, not in terms of Iman. Ahmad. Tirmidhi. Nisai. Ibn Majah. Hayat ul Muslimin. By Muhammad Ashraf Ali Thanvi. 26. A time will come to mankind when man will not care whether what he gets comes from a lawful or an unlawful source. Bukhari. Sayings of Muhammad. By Prof. Ghazi Ahmad. 27. Hadra Abu Huraira Allah be pleased with him narrates that Muhammad peace be upon him said, will there remain any impurity on a person who baths 5 times a day in a river flowing in front of his house? The people said, no impurity will remain on him. Muhammad peace be upon him said, this is the effect of the 5 salat. By means of it, Allah Ta'ala purifies the performer of all sins. Bukhari. Muslim. Hayat ul Muslimin. By Muhammad Ashraf Ali Thanvi. 28. Hadra Abdur Rahman bin Amr bin Al-Aziz Allah be pleased with him narrates that Muhammad peace be upon him said, Salat on the day of Qiyamah will be a light, a proof and a means of salvation for the one who guarded it. He who neglects Salat will have no light, no proof and no salvation from the direction of Salat. He the one who neglects Salat will be in the company of Karun, Faun, Haman and Ubay ibn Kalf on the day of Qiyamah. Ahmad, Darami, Bahaki, Shubul Iman, Hayat ul Muslimin, by Muhammad Ashraf Ali Thanvi. 29. No body which has been nourished with what is unlawful will enter paradise. Bahaki, Sayings of Muhammad, by Prof. Ghazi Ahmad. 30. Flesh which has grown out of what is unlawful will not enter paradise. But hell is more fitting for all flesh which has grown out of what is unlawful. Ahmad, Darimi, Bahaki, Sayings of Muhammad, by Prof. Ghazi Ahmad. 31. The truthful and trusty merchant is associated with the prophets, the upright and the martyrs. Tirmidhi, Darimi, Darakutni, Sayings of Muhammad, by Prof. Ghazi Ahmad. 32. If anyone buys a garment for 10 dirhams among which one is unlawfully acquired, God Most High will not accept prayer from him as long as he wears it. Bukhari, Sayings of Muhammad, by Prof. Ghazi Ahmad. Those who are not allowed to beg. 33. He who begs the property of others to increase his own is asking only for live coals. So let him ask little as much. Muslim, Sayings of Muhammad, by Prof. Ghazi Ahmad. 34. It is better for one of you to take a rope, bring a load of firewood on his back, and sell it, God thereby preserving his self-respect, than that he should beg from people whether they give him anything or refuse him. Bukhari, Sayings of Muhammad, by Prof. Ghazi Ahmad. 35. If anyone guarantees me that he will not beg from people, I will guarantee him paradise. Abu Dawood, Nasai, Sayings of Muhammad, by Prof. Ghazi Ahmad. Spending. 36. If you spend to help others, O son of Adam, I, God, shall spend on you. Bukhari, Muslim, Sayings of Muhammad, by Prof. Ghazi Ahmad. 37. It is better for a man to give a dirham as sadaqah during his lifetime than to give 100 at the time of his death. Abu Dawood, Sayings of Muhammad, by Prof. Ghazi Ahmad. 38. Do not consider any act of kindness insignificant, even meeting your brother with a cheerful face. Muslim, Sayings of Muhammad, by Prof. Ghazi Ahmad. 39. Sadaqah given to a poor man is just sadaqah. But when given to a relative it serves a double purpose, being both sadaqah and a connecting link. Ahmad, Tirmidhi, Nasai, Ibn Majah, Darimi, Sayings of Muhammad, by Prof. Ghazi Ahmad. Hoarding. 40. If anyone keeps goods till the price rises, he is a sinner. Muslim, Sayings of Muhammad, by Prof. Ghazi Ahmad. 41. He who brings goods for sale is blessed with good fortune, but he who keeps them till the price rises is accursed. Ibn Majah, Darimi, Sayings of Muhammad, by Prof. Ghazi Ahmad. 42. If anyone withholds grain for 40 days thereby desiring a high price, has renounced God and God has renounced him. Razam, Sayings of Muhammad, by Prof. Ghazi Ahmad. 43. The man who withholds goods is evil. If God lowers prices he is grieved, and if he raises then he is happy. Bahaki, Sayings of Muhammad, by Prof. Ghazi Ahmad. Insolvency and respite. 44. He who grants a respite to one who is in straitened circumstances or who remits his debt, will be saved by God from the anxieties of the day of resurrection. On. Muslim, Sayings of Muhammad, by Prof. Ghazi Ahmad. 45. If anyone accepts others' belongings meaning to pay back, God will pay back for him. But if anyone accepts them meaning to squander them, God will on that account destroy his property. Bukhari, Sayings of Muhammad, by Prof. Ghazi Ahmad. 46. Every fault but a debt will be forgiven to a martyr. Bukhari. Sayings of Muhammad. By Prof. Ghazi Ahmad. 47. A believer's soul is attached to his debt till it is paid. Shafi'i. Ahmad. Tirmidhi. Ibn Majah. Darimi. Sayings of Muhammad. By Prof. Ghazi Ahmad. Usury. 48. Gold is to be paid by gold. Silver by silver. Wheat by wheat. Barley by barley. Dates by dates and salt by salt. Like for like. Payment being made on the spot. If anyone gives more or asks for more, he has dealt in usury. The receiver and the giver are equally guilty. Muslim. Sayings of Muhammad. By Prof. Ghazi Ahmad. 49. A time is coming to mankind when only the receiver of usury will remain, and if he does not receive it, some of its vapor will reach him. Ahmad. Abu Dawood. Nasai. Ibn Majah. Sayings of Muhammad. By Prof. Ghazi Ahmad.